All right, hello, and welcome to today's Kyla Tilley show, in which the theme is punks, rogues, and ruffians, and I've got 10 songs for you, and they're mostly originals. It turns out I write a lot of songs about punks, rogues, and ruffians. I thought we would have a whole bunch of traditional songs, because, Celtic traditional music is filled with punks, rogues, and ruffians, but it turns out that influence looms large, and I have continued the tradition. So I'm going to start with, we'll start with punks, and this is a song that I have coming out soon this month, a couple weeks. Also, a bit of a romance. But here's a song about punks of the sea. I crawled out of my mermaid's purse in these very same grounds some time ago, and I returned year after year to keep the cycle rolling, and every year it is the same old conventions holding. The ocean is a wild frontier where strength holds highest value, but there is more to life than that. Give me a mate who rides the riptide, doing mad tricks on the ocean waves, undulating. Give me a gentle, graceful, free-sailing skate punk. Familiar faces come and go, flashing their credentials. Who survived another year and who's the most insufferable? Posturing on full display, beaten muscles, flexing studs, rally to get out to prove who's master of the nursery. But I could not care less who wins. Give me a mate who rides the riptide, doing mad tricks on the ocean waves, undulating. Give me a gentle, graceful, free-sailing skate punk. Someone who lives on the edge and sees the beauty and not the danger. Someone who lives to the full and does not worry about what's expected. Give me a mate who rides the riptide, doing mad tricks on the ocean waves, undulating. Give me a gentle, graceful, free-sailing skate punk. Give me a gentle, graceful, free-sailing skate punk. There we go, skate punk. So this next one, I'm going to do 2 songs now that are about groups of friends, basically, and your friends are probably a bunch of punks and rogues, and maybe your punk-ass friends convince you to do things you wouldn't normally do. So this song is brand new, and by brand new I mean I finished writing it yesterday, and I wasn't. It was just this morning that I was like, hey, wait a minute, that actually fits in really nicely with my theme, better than another song that I wasn't super happy with to have on the list. So we're going to sing this one. And I wrote this for Rob's, Iliami's online open mic that has a prompt every month. And so I will be showing up there on Monday to sing it for them. But we'll have a little preview of it for you guys. So this is called Old Friends. can go by and seem like a day. They are an old friend. Then you get together and the memories flow. Then before you know it, you forget that you're both not as young as you used to be. Old friends, sometimes they ignore the ways that you've changed. You think for old time's sake, let's do it again, because you're old. Old friends. You wake up in the morning and remember your age. You find yourself saying, never again. How many good ideas at the time can I survive with my old friend, with your old friend? You two are old friends. There, so that's old friends. Old friends getting up to no good. And here's a song that includes old friends and new friends that are, I think by some definition, punks, rogues, and ruffians. Punks and rogues for sure. No ruffians. No ruffians in this song, just punks and rogues. Spook sat in his tattoo parlor late at night, playing cards. A bottle of good old Jack Daniels on the table, close at hand. Then Boot sparks up another draw and sings a line from a legal smile. So Spook puts down the cards and grabs the guitar. Well, Anna Lee, she was a drifter, and her only friend was a dog named Henry. Now Hank and her had walked the whole world over. This small town seemed like any other, till a familiar chorus came her way. Hank's ears perked up, he knew it too. They followed the sound right to Spook's door. Well, they were welcomed in, made to feel at home. She soon fell in love with Spook, and he reciprocated. By and by, Marina Mariner came to town. She sailed in on a boat named Woodstock. She never stayed long anywhere she was going. Her feet were itchy and her soles were worn. She navigated by the stars, and when she heard her favorite song, she followed it right into Boots' arms. Well, soon they fell in love, but Boots knows she won't stay. He made the choice to go, and she was glad he made it. But Spook couldn't bear to see Boots leaving, so he packed up his tattoo parlor. And Anna Lee was sick of walking, and Henry went where she did. So Anna Lee and Spook and Boots and Henry and of course Marina sowed their oats in Woodstock. And to this day, them five are sailing late into the night, playing cards, a full supply of good old Jack Daniels and Boots, which is off my very, very first, which is off Whimsies, which is the first EP I ever released as Kyla Tilley. Yeah, we're gonna drop down. We're gonna drop down. We're gonna do one more song that I think is a little bit more of a punk in our protagonist position. I just thought of another song that would have fit in this set list. This is, I'm going to play The League now, which is about, it's about my favorite film. Well, it's not, I mean it is. It's the story of my favorite film, which is a post-apocalyptic sports movie, and of course, had a lot of punks in the post-apocalypse. That's how we, for some reason, in all depictions of the destruction of life as we know it in movies, apparently what happens, there's like nuclear war, and then everyone is suddenly a punk. They all spike their hair up, but this movie is a little bit different. And but I think it still fits. I think it still fits the theme. But this is just about working hard to achieve a goal, and the protagonist happens to be working hard to achieve their goal of becoming a professional in a particularly violent sport of the future. I'll try and keep the guitar over here so it doesn't overpower everything else. The cataclysm swept most life forms from the earth. Those with the means prepared a refuge underground. Those without sought shelter where they could, and did their best to make a go with what remained. There up above we toil and bleed and sweat together, scrounge what we may, force what crops we can. And when the day is done, we celebrate our fortune. We play, we dance, we feast, we share our bodies and our soul. I will get there, I will play in the league, I will go further than any previous challenger. Those who came before, I grew up watching juggers coming through our town. I honed my skills, and when the best came, I made them take note of me. Down below, they've hoarded luxuries from bygone days. Their athletes fed and clothed, no harvest chores to cut into their trade. Here on the surface, we must travel town to town. Our muscle mass depleting, with our hopes and dreams of playing in the league. But I will get there, face the champions. 3 rounds, 100 stones, I'll ground them into the earth, and they will salute me. I will get there, I'll play in the league, I will go further than broken bones will be tended to, and I'll bear the burden of the league. I think we are moving out of punks and into Rouges. Somebody recently asked me how to keep a classical guitar in tune, and I had to say I spend all of my time tuning. There's no secret, you just have to keep tuning it. All right, so this is a song that I wrote. I had in mind for quite a long time, and this gets us back to the whole folk music is filled with rogues and ruffians, and boop boop boop. What are we trying to say here? I'd had in mind for some time that I would like to write a song about a misadventure on the way to the marketplace, which is a tried and true story of traditional music, and I think well, at least certainly for Celtic traditional music, but I think that one goes a little further. But I like to read vocm.com, which is our local provincial news, and the stories are always very short. Like, they're absolutely totally set up for like the world of short, chunky social media. But like, their stories are never long, they're never involved, they're often like 2 lines, and the headlines are often kind of amazing. And so I saw the headline, and they often involve ATVs. And the headline was, a drunk driver crashes ATV into the sea. And so I sort of had that in mind, and there was like a picture of he was fine. Everyone was fine. The ATV was not fine because it crashed into the sea. But there was this photo of it, like sitting in the bay with the wheels just kind of poking out. And anyway, I took those 2 ideas and put them together. But we certainly have some rogues in this song. Listen to my tale. On my way to the market, a happening quite singular did occur. As I rode, my body wandered, with my mind off the path I was walking, all for to get bread and oil. Who knew I would fall so far into disrepute? Such ignominious fate lay in store for me. Who would have guessed? All for bread and oil. There I came across one in some distress, asking for my assistance in matters quite counter to any law. Would I be so kind as to mind their rig as they pick out their sundries? This ATV is hard to start, let it run. Who knew I would fall so far into disrepute? Such ignominious fate lay in store for me. Who would have guessed? All for bread and oil. Being a decent sort, I agreed to help, and it was in the driver's seat I was sitting when out they ran yelling, go, go, go. Saw the cashier's face, shock and sadness, saw the ruckus, heard the sirens, the chase is on. Deep into the woods disposition kind, I now must drive quite far and wide for bread and oil. Who knew I would fall so far into disrepute? Such ignominious fate lay in store for me. Who would have guessed? All for bread and go, bread and oil. All right, so we are going to move into the only cover of the day. And I feel, well, some of these people are just they're just normal people. They aren't punks or rogues or ruffians at all. But there is at least one rogue. There is at least one rogue in this song. And he gets the first verse, so it makes the list. I was a highwayman. Along the coach roads I did ride, with sword and pistol by my side. Many a young maid lost her baubles to my trade. Many a soldier shed his lifeblood on my blade. The bastards hung me in the spring of 25, but I am still alive. I was a sailor, I was born upon the tide, and with the sea I did abide. I sailed a schooner round the Horn of Mexico. I went aloft to furl the mainsail in a blow. When the yards broke off, they say that I got killed, but I am living still. I was a dam builder across a river deep and wide. Steel and water did collide. A place called Boulder on the wild Colorado. I slipped and fell into the wet concrete below. They buried me in that great tomb that knows no sound, but I am still around. And I'll always be around and around and around and around and around and around and around. I'll fly a starship across the universe divide, and when I reach the other side, I'll find a place to rest my spirit if I can. Perhaps I may become a highwayman again, or I may simply be a single drop of rain, but I will remain. And I'll be back again and again and again and again and again and again and again. There, so we've got our rogue in the first verse. And who knows about that fella in the last verse. We're gonna move into I think this one is kind of on the cusp of rogue. The next two, I guess, these are war songs, so these are kind of like on the cusp of rogues and ruffians, I think. This one is certainly a rogue, as well as a ruffian. So these were both inspired by my reading of Herodotus one year. And this is a song about, well, it's from the point of view of King Darius of Persia, and about his attempt to conquer Scythia. to go in and be both a rogue and a ruffian, and it didn't work out for him. Never have I been held in such contempt, never have I been the object of such disdain, never have I felt such mockery and scorn. We came here anticipating triumph, came expecting victory would be swift. We at least believed that there would be a battle, and we'd sail on to conquer other lands. For 2 long months we chased them through the grasslands. For 2 long months they shifted our defense. They came with the fall of night to loot our campgrounds. For 2 long months they refused to stand and fight. Well, I was told they didn't live in cities, and I was told they had no crops to burn. Why should they be in any hurry to face defeat at my army's hands? Never have I been held in such contempt, never have I been the object of such disdain, never have I felt such mockery and scorn. They sent a man with the gift of a bird, a mouse, a frog, and arrows 5. When asked what it meant, he gave no response. He just said, if you're clever, you'll figure it out. Well, mice live on land and frogs in the lakes. Birds are like horses and arrows mean strength. I told myself that this is earth and water. I told myself this meant we would prevail. They recognized my military, convinced myself that they were here to yield. And so I went to honor their surrender, found them ready to defend their land. I thought back on the words of my advisors, dismissed, buried, knowing they were true. Be like the bird and fly into the heavens, be like the mouse and burrow deep, be like the frog and hop into the water. With these arrows we will strike you down. Oblivious to the follies of man, a hare chose that moment to amble in view. Our threat cast aside, our presence forgot, understanding dawned as the rabbit took off. Made it perfectly clear what they thought of us, as one by one they turned and gave chase. Never have I been held in such contempt, never have I been the object of such disdain, never have I felt such mockery and scorn. I really think we should go. Oh, very nice, very nice. All right. Well, I bet we just crossed the halfway mark, I think. Yeah, something like that. I rearranged my set list at the last minute, so. All right, we are going to stay in the ancient world for another song, and we've done some good. We've covered some distant times. We've covered land and sea and outer space. You get fur. You get fur when you think of punks and rogues and ruffians. So this will sort of, I think, this is again the cusp of the rogue and the ruffian. You got to be a bit rough to volunteer to. I think you got to be a bit of a rogue and a bit of a ruffian to volunteer to have the fate of an entire battle on your shoulders if you step into a circle of single combat. Take a big sip of water for this one. Waiting in this circle, enclosed by fighting men, all eyes are upon me, and the fate held in my arms. Strength drawn from the herald's recitation of my life, each memory of valor emboldens my resolve. Life's minutes tick on by as I watch my foe approach. I do not know him, I ignore his list of deeds, and I clear my mind of everything. I focus on my body, breathing steady, hands are warm. They grip my sword hilt gently, and I don't give a thought to the doubts that turn inside. Will this be the last time? Am I prepared to die? Live or die, my name will be recorded in the bard's song. Standing in this circle, we are all that ever was, taking one another's measure, comparing battles fought, no thoughts for our commanders, our cities or their plights. We've come here for glory, for blood and tales to tell. We too are not so different, but it's I who will stand tall, or perhaps I'm just some other fool bound for a cedar pyre. But I clear my mind of everything, I focus on this moment. Been here many times before, it's I who puts my hand up. I don't give a thought to the doubts that turn inside. Will this be the last time? Am I prepared to die? Live or die, my name will be recorded in the bard's song. Live or die, my name will be recorded in the bard's song. Step into the circle, shouldering the load that holds the lives of all these soldiers and those for whom they fight. That burden doesn't touch me, I think not of them at all. But I clear my mind of everything, I focus on reacting, dodge and parry blow for blow, and here I'm truly living. I don't give a thought to that we've come here to grasp at immortality. Live or die, my name will be recorded in the bard's song. I will live forever when the scholars carve my name in stone. Circle. Yes, I like that one as well. All right, so we're gonna move out of this next one is clearly we've got two songs left in the set, and we are solidly into Ruffians right now. And this is a song about hockey. You've got punks and rogues there too, but definitely ruffians. In the stadium, all standing, take your hat off for the anthem. Listen for the starting lineup, facing off center ice. Drop the puck, let's go. Scrape of skates, the whack of sticks echo through the rink. Fast hands, fast feet, flying, gliding over the ice. Don't blink, don't breathe, gripping the edge of my seat. Miles per hour off the stick of the left winger, from a pass way out in center, through the legs, through the screen, shot is blocked, rebound, off the post, off the glass, out of play, blown down. Fast hands, fast feet, flying, gliding over the ice. Don't blink, don't breathe, gripping the edge of my seat. Speed, aggression, high emotion, tension, violence, and triumph, blood, sweat, missing teeth, and tears. Person spends their whole life dreaming, dreaming, drilling to exhaustion. Skill, strength, willpower, and grit. High and tempers flaring, penalty box overflowing, high stick cross check, backs up chirping, stop the play, drop the gloves, uppercut thrown out. Fast hands, fast feet, flying, gliding over the ice. Don't blink, don't breathe, gripping the edge of my seat. That's just called hockey. My songs often don't get names for a while, and I think that one's just called hockey. All right, so our final song of the show. Our final song of the show. This is another one from my Bloom and Grow album. There have been 3 songs. Did we do 3 songs from Bloom and Grow? Yes, we did. There are a lot of punks and rogues and ruffians on my album Bloom and Grow, which one might not expect with a title like Bloom and Grow. But this one, so part of the reason I did this theme this week is because the skate punk is coming out shortly, and Infinite Wealth, Yakuza 8, Like a Dragon 8, the, like, I don't know, 15th or 16th game in the Yakuza video game franchise, released on Friday, which Kyla is very excited about. But this character is definitely fits under, I think, punk, rogue, and ruffian, and this is sort of a song about him kind of coming to accept himself. But this I wrote from the point of view of the main character throughout most of the games. Myself talking with my fists, solving problems the only way I know how. Trying to fit into a world that's moved ahead, trying to fit into a system that's too small. Begin to wonder why I'm trying I was taught. Way around it, that's how I was brought up. Living my life the only way I know how. And I've forgiven the man I looked up to. I've forgiven those who began to see. I've forgiven, but did I forgive myself? Missing cats and dine and dashers, pro ball players needing practice, boiling scams and pressing damsels into the sex hotel. Hit me stand down right on the town. I can outdrink all of you clowns. Trade your watch and I'll do your job. I don't have time for this. I got people to see, calls to make, punks to beat down, questions need answering. I can't let this go. I got money to earn, heat to build, commitments to keep, but somehow I'm always too late. And I think I just said the wrong thing again. I've made mistakes in the past, things I can't take back. Can't really say that I'm proud, but what's done is done. I did what I thought was the right thing. That is the dragon from my album Bloom and Grow, which is about Kiryu Kazuma from the Yakuza games, who I identify with a little bit too strongly at times. But anyway, I thank you so much for joining me here. This week I have been Kyla Tilley, and that was 10 songs about punks, rogues, and ruffians. Hey David, wonderful to have you here. It was a fun theme. I enjoyed putting this one together. And I'm not sure what the theme for next week is yet, because I haven't done my February sit down, think, plan out the month of themes. So I will keep you posted on the social medias for what next theme will be. Obviously, with February coming up, there's going to be some romantic themes, especially since Wednesday, the 14th is a Wednesday, so that's obviously going to be a Valentine's show, but we'll see what happens on the 7th. But I wish you all a wonderful week, and we'll see you all next time. Take care.